Welcome to Learn English Perfectly, the podcast. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel. You ever notice how time doesn't announce when it's leaving? There's no warning bell, no final call. It just goes, quietly, like mist slipping through your fingers. And before you know it, a week's gone, then a month, a year, 5. You blink and you've aged. Your dreams aged too. Some shriveled, some got quieter, some disappeared completely. And the strangest part, you don't even remember what you were doing while it all passed by. We like to think of time as this dependable thing, like it's always going to be there, like we can keep making the same choices, the same excuses, the same delays, and somehow life will wait for us to get it together. But life doesn't wait. It just happens, one moment at a time, one distraction at a time, one small decision at a time, until you wake up and everything you thought you had time for is now a memory of something you never did. You see, we always imagine the big regrets will come from huge mistakes, quitting a job too soon, dating the wrong person, choosing the wrong career. But more often than not, regret doesn't come from action. It comes from inaction, from the things we didn't do, the conversations we never had, the chances we never took, the time we wasted on things that didn't matter. It comes from looking back and realizing, I waited too long. We waste time in so many invisible ways. It's not always obvious. It's not like you're standing in the middle of your living room screaming, I am wasting my life. No, it's quiet. It's subtle. It's the 3 hours you spent watching videos because you were too tired to deal with your responsibilities. It's the time you spent overthinking, replaying conversations in your head, worrying about what someone might think. It's the way you put off calling your parents, even though you thought of them. It's that one thing you keep saying you'll start tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. The biggest thief of time isn't distraction, it's delay, postponement, the endless waiting for the right moment. We tell ourselves we'll start the business when we're ready, we'll write the book when we're inspired, we'll go to therapy when we're less busy, we'll work out when we feel more motivated. But the right moment, it never magically arrives. There is no perfect condition. Life is always going to be messy, complicated, uncertain. If you wait for perfection, you'll be waiting forever. And the irony is, we act like we have forever, like we'll always have next week, next year. We say someday, like it's an actual day on the calendar. But someday isn't real. Someday is a smokescreen. It's a comfortable lie that lets us avoid the discomfort of right now. It gives us permission to do nothing while pretending we're still trying. And the truth is, someday is where dreams go to die. I want to ask you something, just between you and me. What have you been putting off? Really think about it. Not the stuff on your to-do list like laundry or responding to emails. I mean the real stuff. The things that matter. The project you've wanted to start but keep shelving. The honest conversation you need to have. The habit you promised yourself you'd break. The person you've been meaning to become. What's the thing that sits quietly in the back of your mind, always whispering, start me, but you keep silencing it? Whatever that thing is, you need to know something. It's not going to wait forever. Opportunities expire, energy runs out, people leave, doors close, not always out of cruelty, but because time moves forward with or without your permission. And if you're not intentional, you're just a passenger in your own life, watching scenes pass by a window you're no longer steering. Look, I get it. Life is hard. Some days you're doing everything you can just to stay afloat. And not every moment has to be productive. Rest is important. Fun is important. But there's a difference between resting and hiding, between recovery and avoidance. And most of us, we're not resting. We're running. We're numbing. We're distracting ourselves because we're scared of what it would mean to fully show up. But what if you did? What if you stopped waiting for permission? What if you decided that today, this messy, imperfect, ordinary day, was the one you would finally start? Not with some grand transformation, not with a viral announcement, but with a quiet, private decision that enough is enough. You're not going to keep wasting your time. You're going to take one step, one small act of alignment, one phone call, one journal entry, one walk outside, one meal that nourishes instead of numbing. That's where it begins. Always. People think changing your life takes dramatic effort, but it starts in the smallest moments, in the seconds you reclaim, in the distractions you delete, in the promises you finally keep to yourself. It starts by choosing to live with your eyes open, to live like your time is precious, because it is. You don't get to control how much time you have, but you do control how you spend it. And most people aren't spending their time, they're just losing it, bleeding it away through habits they never chose, thoughts they never challenge, routines they never question. Do you even remember what you did with your last Tuesday? Or was it just another blur of notifications, noise, and going through the motions? You deserve better than that. Your life deserves better than that. There are people you haven't met yet who need your voice. There are ideas that only you can bring to life. There is someone years from now who will thank you for not wasting today, for showing up, for breaking the cycle, for waking up to your own potential. Because this ordinary little day is the only moment that's real. The past is a story, the future is a hope, but right now, it's yours to use, to shape, to protect. So protect it. Guard your time like it matters. Because once it's gone, it doesn't come back. You can't refund it. You can't rewind it. You can only choose better next time. And if that thought terrifies you, good. Let it. Let it wake you up. Because you don't need more motivation. You don't need more time. You need clarity. You need truth. And the truth is, every second you waste is a second you'll never get again. I know that's hard to hear. I know it feels overwhelming. But overwhelm is not a reason to quit. It's a reason to simplify. Strip away the noise. Turn off the distractions. Focus on what matters. One thing right now. Take your power back. Stop leaking your life into a bottomless hole of later. Choose now. Choose this breath, this step, this moment. Because you are not behind. You are not too late. You are not broken. You are just distracted. And when you remove the distractions, you'll remember who you are. You'll remember what matters. And you'll finally begin to live on purpose. So the question isn't, will you waste your time? You already have. We all have. The real question is, will you keep doing it? Or will you draw a line today and say, no more? Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Not because it's easy, but because your life is worth it. And deep down, you know that. So close this episode and do one thing, one small thing your future self will thank you for. Then do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. That's how you build a life that doesn't feel wasted, That's how you fight back against the silent thief. And that's how you stop waiting for time and start owning it.